And you best believe these owners are going to be scouring the market for who can reel in the big fish, the biggest fish of them all, Caitlin Clark. Take a look here. This is crazy. It is going down, y'all. It's going down like Young Jock. I keep trying to tell you. Sparks agree to part ways with general manager Reagan Pebley. The LA Sparks have agreed to part ways with general manager.
A major report has sparked intense discussion across the WNBA, with claims that confidential information about a high-value contract proposal has become public and could significantly impact the league. According to the report, the Los Angeles Sparks ownership group is preparing a massive offer that could reshape the future of the Indiana Fever and shift the balance of power in the WNBA. Supporters believe the situation reflects growing tension surrounding the Fever's leadership and the way the organization has handled recent challenges. The reported developments have fueled speculation about possible changes within the franchise, increasing pressure on head coach Stephanie White and the front office. If these reports prove accurate, the decision could mark one of the most significant moments in recent WNBA history and dramatically influence the league's competitive landscape. According to the claims being discussed, growing public scrutiny has increased pressure on the Indiana Fever organization, with some suggesting the situation has reached a critical point. Supporters argue that Caitlin Clark has faced a series of internal challenges that they believe have limited her ability to fully thrive, pointing to coaching decisions, player rotations, late-game strategies, and public comments from team leadership as examples. These critics believe such decisions have created unnecessary obstacles for one of the league's biggest stars and have fueled speculation about her long-term future with the franchise. At the same time, reports of a potential record-breaking offer from another team have intensified the conversation, with many viewing it as a possible turning point in Clark's career. If you're enjoying this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss our latest WNBA updates and analysis.
More than they have leaned into her and built a team to play around her. They've spent 2 off seasons building a team to play without Caitlin Clark. It's clear as day. It's very simple, and I think the writing is pretty much already on the wall. At the end of the season, Kelsey Mitchell contract is up. Caitlin Clark is up for the epic, whatever. The Indiana Fever are going to be forced to pick a direction. They're either going to choose Kelsey Mitchell and Stephanie White, or they are going to choose Caitlin Clark. And I include Stephanie White in that because Stephanie White and Caitlin Clark, philosophically, they just don't see basketball from the same lens. It's that simple. I don't believe that they hate each other off the floor. I just don't think that on the floor, it's a good mix. I think they just see the game through 2 different lenses. And we have been yearning and calling for Stephanie White to actually stand up for, represent, and be front and center for Caitlin Clark. And she's refused to do it at every turn outside of a 30-second clip post the Alyssa Thomas situation, in which she backtracked on everything she said and made Alyssa Thomas the victim when her superstar point guard was the victim. It just makes no sense how Stephanie White has gone about this. And you see the things that LA Sparks doing. You got Cameron Brink, who's friends with Caitlin Clark. You got Kate Money Martin.
According to the claims in the discussion, Caitlin Clark did not always receive the level of recognition or support that many fans believed she deserved from within the Indiana Fever organization. Critics argued that the team's leadership focused too much on internal priorities instead of fully embracing the value of one of the league's biggest stars. They believe coaching decisions and ongoing organizational tensions created an environment that made it harder for Clark and the team to reach their full potential. As speculation about her future continued to grow, reports linking the Los Angeles Sparks to a possible blockbuster pursuit added even more attention to the situation. If those reports are accurate, they could signal a major shift in the WNBA and increase the pressure on the Fever to strengthen their leadership and long-term plan.
I want to get into the new ownership before I even get to what Coach had to say. Okay, now this new ownership group came in and they are looking to make major moves. Okay, hold on one second. Now this is Ramona Shelburne. Okay, a longtime sports writer for ESPN Los Angeles. Okay, now Ramona Shelburne said this. Okay, Sparks ownership, the Walter Group, has been much more involved with the franchise this season, just as they have with the Lakers. From what I understand, this is more of an organizational shift than anything specific, an organizational shift.
According to the claims being discussed, the reported proposal from the Los Angeles Sparks goes far beyond a routine player acquisition and is being described as an ambitious attempt to attract one of the WNBA's biggest stars. Supporters of this view argue that the offer is designed to take advantage of the uncertainty surrounding the Indiana Fever while providing Caitlin Clark with a long-term opportunity both on and off the court through financial incentives and major endorsement possibilities. They believe the proposal reflects the growing business value of elite players and the increasing competition among organizations to build around marketable stars. If such a deal were ever to become reality, it would represent one of the most significant moves in league history and could reshape the balance of power across the WNBA.
Coaching and the team in Atlanta. So obviously, I found out this morning, Reagan's a friend of mine and I care about her. And this is the hard part in sports, right? But right now I'm just, focused on the team.
Sense of urgency kind of heightened, or has it already been kind of there already?
Like, what do you mean?
Sense of urgency of like.
I mean, we've had the sense of urgency all season. We've had just peaks and valleys with how we've played and who we've had active and injured and stuff. But I feel like we're playing.
Now, Lynn Roberts, she understands the pressure is on her as a coach because there's no guarantee that you're gonna like make it. There's no guarantee that this ownership group is gonna keep you around. The ownership group may be scouring around for a coach that already has a great relationship with Caitlin Clark. They're gonna be looking to make a partnership. And I think, listen, man, things are happening behind the scenes. I 100% believe things are.
According to the claims circulating online, reports of Caitlin Clark's possible acceptance of a record-setting proposal have created major speculation throughout the basketball world. The discussion suggests that the news has increased pressure on the Indiana Fever organization, with some believing it could affect future business partnerships, sponsorships, and the team's long-term direction. Much of the public attention has focused on head coach Stephanie White, whose leadership has faced growing criticism from some fans throughout the controversy. At the same time, there are unverified claims that team executives and stakeholders are holding urgent internal meetings to evaluate the situation and plan their next steps. If any significant changes occur, they could have a major impact on the franchise and the future of one of the WNBA's biggest stars. According to the claims being shared, criticism of the Indiana Fever's leadership has continued to grow, with some fans calling for major changes within the organization. Supporters argue that the team's handling of recent controversies has damaged public confidence and increased pressure on head coach Stephanie White and the front office. Reports of a possible blockbuster move involving Caitlin Clark have only intensified the discussion, leading to widespread speculation about the franchise's future. If Clark were ever to join another team in a historic deal, many believe it would represent far more than a normal player transaction, reflecting the growing business influence of superstar athletes and the changing landscape of women's basketball. Whether these reports prove true or not, the situation has become one of the biggest stories in the sport, with fans closely watching to see what happens next.
Typical athletic transfer anymore. This is a full-scale cultural and economic revolution that demonstrates that administrative corruption and bureaucratic jealousy will no longer hold generational brilliance captive.
If we don't have those, it's not going to be good, but we have the talent needed, even with KP out, even with Cam out, to be more competitive than that.
Yeah. During this stretch, talk to me about just the decision today to just like practice and just say, we're just going to watch film. If you want to shoot a little bit, you can shoot a little bit, but not even really do too much on court and just say like, this is what we got to do. Here it is. Let's go do it.
And that's the reality at this point in the season too. Like, we don't need to go through our plays right now today and wear them down physically. It's mentally having the focus and the intensity needed to execute. It's that simple. Now, it's hard to do, but I'm not saying it's simple to do, but it's a simple fix. Like, that's what it is. Being in the right coverages, whatever it is, offensively being where we need to be. Like, do your job, all of us.
With Kelsey Plum and Brink out, you need more than just the starter. You're always going to need more than starters, but in particular, you're definitely going to need more from the bench. This last game, you played everybody, right? And everybody had a decent amount of minutes. What do you want to see from when you mix in players like Kate Martin and, you know, maybe Peely this week and Kiana Williams and just Emma Cannon, she got some quality time. Park, like whoever it is, like what do you want to see from these bench players when they're kind of in the mix with the starters to kind of just keep it going?
Well, they got to bring life off the bench, play with some confidence. And again, it's player 1 through every DB player. Like, execute what we're supposed to be doing. Be focused, be in the moment. Don't be thinking about the shot you missed or the foul you didn't get or the turnover you had or the fact that your player just scored. Like, next play mentality. It takes a level of toughness mentally. That's what I need from everybody.
With this stretch, have you considered going to more of a hockey substitution? I noticed there are a couple teams in the league, they just be popping players out there. And I looked at, like, for example, I looked at the Valkyries the other day, and like even the minutes, it looked like an AAU team. The minutes, it's just across.
If the reported $50 million proposal were ever to become reality, many believe it would represent one of the most significant moments in WNBA history, highlighting the growing influence and business value of superstar athletes. Supporters argue that such a move could reshape how elite players approach their careers and negotiate future opportunities, while also increasing pressure on teams to build stronger organizations around their biggest stars. At the same time, critics of the Indiana Fever believe the ongoing controversy has raised important questions about leadership, communication, and the franchise's long-term direction. Whether these reports ultimately prove true or not, the story has captured the attention of basketball fans across the world and remains one of the most talked about topics in the sport. Share your opinion in the comments, subscribe for more WNBA news and analysis, and turn on notifications so you never miss our latest updates.